Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk tire ends used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off and pull up the handbrake. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels. Lift the front of the vehicle. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. Place the vehicle on the axle stands. In order to change the outer tie rod end on your vehicle, you must lift the front of your vehicle and remove the wheels. This will give you full access to the steering system. Don't forget to slide the wheels under the vehicle. You can now see the outer tie rod end. As the components to be removed are very often seized up, don't hesitate to brush and to use penetrating oil to facilitate the operation. With a marker, trace a line between the axle joint and the tie rod end. It will help later during disassembly and reassembly process. Using a 21mm spanner, release the tie rod end lock nut on the inner tie rod side. Hold the tie rod axle joint with a 19mm spanner to prevent it from turning. The lock nut is there to prevent any rotation of the two parts towards each other, which could have an impact on the alignment of your vehicle. Now, using an 80mm spanner, a socket wrench and a 6mm Allen socket, release the holding lug nut on the tie rod. If you don't have a ball joint puller, take a hammer and hit the lug nut hard just at the end of the threading. The ball joint should move away from the pivot. Only tap on the tie rod end pivot if you're changing the tie rod end. Otherwise, you risk damaging the threading. Paying close attention to the point of reference, unscrew the tie rod end, counting the number of turns necessary to extract the tie rod end. This will allow you to find an approximate setting when reassembling. For greater accuracy, we advise you to measure the distance between the lock nut and the end of the tie rod ball joint using a caliper. In any case, an alignment check will have to be carried out by a professional after performing this operation. Remove the lock nut from the axle joint.
Okay, guys, if we can share this video with you and help you save a lot of money, it's also thanks to our partner, Mr. Auto. So, if you want to support us and buy the part for this operation, visit their website. Okay, back to work.
You will find the bulk parts and products used in the video on the Mr. Auto site and in the link in the description. Take the new tie rod end and unscrew the lock nut supplied with it. Screw the lock nut under the tie rod end on the side of the tie rod axle joint. Put the tie rod end back in its place until it touches the lock nut. During this operation, it will work on the steering system of your vehicle. Checks on tyre alignment, when carried out by a professional, will guarantee that your steering system has been perfectly aligned and is in good working order. Replace the ball joint in the pivot. Put the lock nut supplied with the new part in place and tighten it using an 80mm wrench, a socket wrench and a 6mm Allen socket. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. Finalize the tightening of the lug nut using a 22mm spanner while holding the tie rod end using a 24mm spanner to avoid damaging the tie rod end. Now you can put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put your vehicle back on the ground and fix the wheels in place properly. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.